Alright, welcome back into another SWTOR stream where we're going to be doing the Trooper playthrough. We didn't get very far last time. We did a planet. We did Terrace, which is, you know, if you do the game over and over, you have these points of criticism and you're like, man, I really don't want to do Terrace again, or I really don't want to do Hoth again. I really don't want to do Tatooine again. But it's just part of the process, right? When it's new to you, and that's the point of doing these playthroughs, is if you have never played the game and you're interested in doing it, at least you kind of see a playthrough of the class. Now, on each planet, there's tons to do. There's tons of side quests, tons of other distractions. And they're not just side quests. So you have side quests that you run into, but then you have planetary quests. Things that transition over from when you first get there to perhaps something that you may need to come back to because you're just under leveled, you know? So this game has really had a balancing problem ever since they went to the advanced, I don't know what to call it, leveling system. And with that, that allowed them to, I don't know, skip a bunch of stuff, so you don't have flashpoints that you normally would have been able to engage in that were a lot of fun. You could do them solo. That's just how they were designed, is based on your level. Now they're for like level 60 and beyond. Hopefully they'll go back to that when they go to 8.0, because they are talking a lot about 8.0 going back to an optional grind. So instead of like doing like vanilla WoW, how they do it, which I've never understood, because they keep adding DLC, and it's like, it's back to where it was. This is the reason why we wanted vanilla, because we didn't want all those crazy DLCs that broke the game. What they're doing in this one is that they're making it an option for you to, oh, it's the casino song. Let me leave that on. But they're leaving it as an option to where when you create your character, you can create it in like normal, kind of almost story mode, like the way the game is designed at the moment, or you can do it in veteran, which is closer to what it was at release, is what they're saying. And then there's master, where you just make it difficult to begin with. So I don't know why you'd want to choose master, to be honest, but maybe you just know the game so well and you have so much good gear that maybe it doesn't make a difference. But almost everything you have really in the stores is cosmetic. I ended up getting this thing, this Gothic Master. Well, I've had it. I've just never put it on, and I thought this might be kind of good for our new companion, because it has that Imperial type look, even though she's on the Republic side. Maybe not so much the helmet. I don't know if we'll yeah, so you can do it without the helmet, but I don't know. I think she'd also look good with just kind of like a cape, because I'm gonna basically keep her as a healer. I don't need her to tank or DPS, so I think this might work, but I'm thinking maybe I'll hold it for another character if we get like a darker, because eventually we will. So maybe I'll hold on to that and we'll find something better for our new companion. And I forget where the cargo bay is on this ship. I looked for it. I looked forever for it last time. I could, oh, there it is. I could not find it. I don't know Republic very well, y'all, like at all. So anyway, let's see here. Artifact Seeker's Harness. Oh, this is what we're wearing currently. Yeah, that's what we're wearing. So how about we just hold off? Let's put her in our party and then we'll figure it out. Okay? We'll just work with what we got. Where is she? Oh my god, I've already lost her. I just acquired her and we've already lost her. This is the cockpit. How's everybody doing? Yeah, I got on the stream and I started talking and the mic wasn't working at all. I couldn't figure out what was going on. I thought maybe it was OBS. I thought maybe it was... I couldn't figure it out. I finally did figure it out, but I was like, great. What a way to start the stream. Okay, I think I found Jorgen. I don't care about him. Where's our new friend? Where is she? Oh, there she is. Okay, let's talk to him, get this out of the way, and then we'll get into discussion with him, her.
But our munitions are getting low. Thought we'd have enough to last us a year. Already requisitioned command for more. Guess I shouldn't be too surprised. See more action in one day with Havoc than you see in a month with the Deadeyes.
There's a lot of demand for a unit of our caliber.
We mainly ran decapitation strikes. Neutralized enemy commanders before a Republic offensive. Left the opposition leaderless, disorganized. Sometimes, we'd camp outside the enemy's base for weeks, waiting for a clear shot. Eventually, we'd hit our target, pull out, let the ground pounders mop up.
You must have chalked up quite a kill count.
Over 24 confirmed. Eventually, I was offered a promotion and a post on Ord Mantell. I took it. Smart move career-wise. More men, more responsibility. But I wasn't interested in fighting Separatists.
What were you interested in?
I signed on to fight Imperials. Anything else I did was career dressing. After my transfer, command of the Deadeyes fell to my XO, Torv. Smart kid. A little green, but the potential was there.
You weren't sure I was fit to lead, and look how I turned out.
Point taken, sir. Come to think of it, I haven't been in contact with the Deadeyes for a while. I should find out where they're stationed. Catch up. Sir, you should know. General Vander contacted me. Said he'd talk it over with the brass and finagled a way to get me back on Ord Mantell. Offered me my old post, a promotion and command of their operations there. Pretty sweet deal overall.
Did you accept?
Of course not. Fact is, I've been hitting the Empire harder than ever since I joined Havoc Squad. I didn't enlist to win medals or promotions. I enlisted to protect the Republic, to prove my people have a place here.
The Cathar will always have a place in the Republic.
I hope so.
We already lost one home to the Mandalorians. I'm not about to let the Empire take another.
Sir, my equipment and personal effects have been stowed in full accordance with Transport Code Section 2. If I may say so again, sir, it is truly an honor to be selected for Havoc Squad.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Dorn.
Thank you very much, sir. I intend to begin reviewing and memorizing all relevant dossiers and intelligence reports on our assignment immediately. If I discover any points of confusion or areas where I believe I can contribute, I'll submit a full 587B report.
I love Dorn. It was way over the top. I mean, obviously we're kind of like Scrapper, Trooper, that's our background. This should bother us, but it's Dorn, so it doesn't bother me.
Carry on, Dorn.
Yes, sir. Excuse me, sir. May I have a moment of your time?
What can I do for you, Dorn?
As a condition of my service in the Republic military, Personnel Division requires that I report regularly on my activities. However, my Havoc Squad missions are classified and cannot be shared with Personnel Division. I'd like to ask if you would vouch for me when I report in.
I'll be happy to help.
Thank you very much, sir. We should use the ship's secure line. Captain Kalor, this is Alara Dawn, personnel number 22795, reporting in per Regulation 449.
Please, Alara, you don't have to give me the full rundown every time. I know who you are. How are things?
Well enough, sir. Allow me to introduce you to the commander of Havoc Squad, my new CO. Sir, this is Captain Kalor, Army Personnel Division.
Good to meet you, Captain.
The pleasure's mine. Meeting you is a real honor. Tell me about being in the top squad in the Republic, Alara. You must be keeping very busy.
I'm sorry, Captain, but you aren't authorized to know about Havoc Squad's activities. My CO will have to vouch for me from now on.
What? Alara, I don't want to be a hard case, but rules are rules. This top-secret junk won't fly.
All Havoc Squad activities are highly classified, Captain. I'm sorry for any inconvenience.
Inconvenience. Just carry on, Alara. We'll talk about this after I've had a word with my superiors. Kaylor out.
I wasn't expecting him to react so strongly. Surely he didn't expect me to report on classified information.
Protecting classified information is a top priority.
Yes, sir. I'm surprised the captain didn't agree. If you'll excuse me, sir, I have several matters to attend to. Thank you for your time.
And that's just where we're at with her for now, which is perfectly fine. Again, we're setting the stage of what these personalities are like and what their future stories are going to be. And depending on how you play things, some are romanceable. Alright, so let's go to Nar Shaddaa. Right now, I believe it's the casino event, so we're going to run into, like, this is a casino planet, so you're going to run into even more casino stuff to do. So it might be a little distracting, but I'm going to try to focus only on the story. But it's only distracting in that it seems like you're supposed to go over there. Like, it guides you to do that, but we'll hopefully avoid all that. We can do it another time when we actually have some money.
Lieutenant, this is General Garza. I see that you've touched down on Nar Shaddaa. Before we begin your briefing, I want to make something clear. The situation on Nar Shaddaa is very delicate. This moon belongs to the Hutt cartel, who take their neutrality very seriously. The Republic cannot afford any incidents.
What exactly should I be avoiding here, sir?
Imperial personnel operate just as freely on Nar Shaddaa as we do. You cannot be caught taking action against them. Now, your mission. An experimental Republic war droid has gone rogue, committing a series of seemingly random attacks across Nar Shaddaa. The droid's designation is M14X, and it is my belief that this droid is acting under orders from Harren Tavis.
Do we know anything about the war droid's capabilities?
The droid is a highly advanced prototype, one that was being developed to serve in Havoc Squad. The project was supposed to have been cancelled, but it would seem Tavis simply shifted the development elsewhere, most likely his allies in the Sith Empire.
Why wasn't the project completed in the first place?
The droid's design relied on an exotic alien power source, but our technicians couldn't make it work efficiently. This war droid's rampage must be stopped before it's linked with the Republic. An agent of the Strategic Information Service will be assisting you. Officially, you're providing military support to an SIS operation. Do not divulge Tavis's defection, or the droid's connection to it.
You can count on me, sir.
Be careful, Lieutenant. If this war droid is even half as dangerous as its original designers had estimated, you'll have your work cut out for you. Garza out.
Interesting that Lara did not like that last comment. Which is more or less just saying, do whatever's necessary to get the job done. So she's like, no. Don't do whatever's necessary. Do the right thing. I love Dorn. Nar Shaddaa. A Hutt-controlled planet. A casino planet. A pleasure planet. How you doing, Dorn? So this is what I was saying is, like, I've got a lot of stuff to sell here, but we need to figure out a look for her. I like her current look. It's just we need to find a outfit. Originally, when SWTOR first came out, your gear actually determined how good your companion was, but now it's just cosmetic. They're only as good as your mastery is, and your mastery is kind of like, well, is it mastery or is it, I can't remember. Mastery and power, let's see here. Power, yeah, I guess it is mastery. But what it does is it basically is like an influence gain over all your stats, which carries over into how good your companions are in combat. So let's sell a bunch of this crap.
Best prices this side of the galaxy. You check.
Nice. Okay. All right.
Appreciate your business.
Let's see. See, this is what I was talking about. It's a story arc for Nar Shaddaa. You start here, and you end up doing like 20 quests throughout the whole planet. And if you do that, if they change it back to the original grind, you're going to need to do this. You're going to need to pick up another quest over there. You're going to need to do this and over there. It's just so that you can get your level underneath you, because the way we have been doing this is pretty much just doing the class stuff, and we're at level by the time we get to the next planet. That's not how it used to be. It used to be a real grind. All right, let's get on our transport. I think I can upgrade my speed now. I think I'm at a level where it'll let me do that. Let me see. I should be able to run into... Whenever there's a class trainer now, that's actually what they do, is that they let you... where is it? Oh, he's over here. Chose the wrong one. But yeah, that's what they do now. The class trainers basically just let you train a higher level of speeder. It's just a speed boost, basically.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
I always get a little confused as to the fastest way to get here. Oh, let's go this way. It varies per class, of course. You know, sometimes you have to get to the lower level. Sometimes you have to get to the cantina, which is in the lower level, but I don't know. Nar Shaddaa has this like weird tier system on each section. Some are like a clear upper and lower. Some just kind of like have this sunken area like this. So it's not the easiest to always try to figure out. Now I should be able to see a stims trainer. What are we, by the way? We are in arms, so we need to send Jorgen to do some investigation stuff.
Count on me.
To level up those things.
Perfection, Master.
But those actually increase their influence too, so it's not only they're not only getting materials for you, but they're increasing their influence with you. Where are we going? Hospitality droid, casino cashier. Okay. Let's go this way. Oops. Okay. Yeah, right here. These guys. Speeder piloting trainer.
Command's sending out new tactics all the time.
There we go. Now we can go a little bit faster.
Stay sharp out there. Going to the big... Yeah, I guess we're going to the casino. I mean, the cantina. That's where all these signs are saying. And then, what up? This is a cantina vendor, social items vendor. Sometimes you'll see a,
here it is. The companion gifts vendor and cruise. Okay, wait a minute. No. Anyway, some of them sell skins for your companion. They're not for, like, all of them are for Alara. And, like, some of them you have to go to, like, Hoth or something. But they do sell skins to change the appearance of your character.
I'll take care of.
In fact, Eric has one because I don't like his typical one. And most of them I do like. I leave him kind of alone. But Eric, I didn't like him. So... let's see here. Send you on one.
Right away.
The bot is almost done with one.
Ah, there you are. Go
Here I
ahead,
am.
take a seat, and keep your voice down.
People listening in on us?
Face like yours? I know I would. Hope you like the cantina. It's not one of my favorites, but it is conveniently located. There's a vault not far from here. It's a merc operation. Holds valuables for anybody with the credits to pay. Our mutual friend is about to pay them a visit.
Do we have a welcome party arranged?
Not exactly. No. A group of paramilitary types always shows up on the scene before the droid's attacks. We've already spotted them casing the vault. You could head in now, but I don't want to scare them off. We wouldn't want the guest of honor to skip the party, would we?
Are we gonna mince words or do our jobs?
On Nar Shaddaa, they're the same thing. I have people with eyes on the vault. Once they spot our target, we'll get the party started. So, Havoc Squad, huh? Pretty nice of Garza to loan us her very best. Excuse me.
Jonas, I just wanted to let you know I made it to Ithor safe and sound.
That's great. I'll talk to you later then. That's our cue. The target is in the vault. Are you ready to move out?
You coming with me, Jonas?
Not my area of expertise. This job is all yours. Take care of the droid, and we'll have you on your way within the hour. Nice and tidy. Good luck. We'll have our eyes on you.
I'll take care of.
What can I get for you?
So this is a Rhodian mayonnaise sandwich. Increases out of combat health regeneration by 45 per second.
Come back anytime.
Oh boy, no thank you. Here's social items. I'm maxed on my social, and I did this when the game first came out because me and my wife played this together. And when you play it together, you can choose dialogues out in the open, not your own class stuff, but out in the open when you do missions or the side quests or anything like that. There's a whole conversation, and if you, like, say you win the conversation, you get 4 social points. If you lose it, you get 2 social points, but you get to kind of dictate how the conversation goes when you're in a party. It's pretty neat.
Your money's always good here.
But we're slave girl top. Let's let's see what let's see what Alara would look like with the little slave girl outfit. I tell you what, a lot of people get these. A lot of people do the social stuff just to unlock this. I'm not gonna do this to Dorn, but
Come again?
it's not bad. I'm not gonna do that to Dorn. There's no way. Yeah, there's no way. Where I got distracted. Where are we going? Let's see. Stems vendor, companion gifts vendor. I wonder if it's over here. Strobes.
Everything is in order, sir.
I expect your finest pleasure parties.
Companion gifts.
What the chispa?
Okay, so yeah, you see, you can just buy gifts for her if you wanted to. They're pretty cheap. They're not that expensive. The fleet has everything consolidated, so this is like if you do need some materials for them to actually make certain items, you can get them here. Not super rare stuff, but some of them you can get there. You know what? I may need to do this. These are modification vendors, and I'm level 28. I may need to go to the fleet to actually make a difference here. Oh, can't talk to him. Okay, because I don't know exactly what I have on here. Oh, it's just a regular thing. Okay, this one is my what I have on, but it's whatchamacallit, it's transmogged. So this is what we're actually wearing, but this is what we're using. So I don't have anything I can actually input mods into, so I guess we're good. See, this one I could. See, like I have these things, so if I got like a, I don't know, any of these, and I put it in here, it'll tell me if this is actually better. So this is a rating of 24. Hold up. But it would do less damage. Like I said, I don't have like the best of mods on here for my level. Like this is a level 3, this is a level 3, this is level 11. So all it requires is me go to the fleet and actually replace those, but it's just, it's not at a level where I care. But it would make it, it would make it a little bit better for us to level and get through these quests. So we got to go this way to the landing pad. Supply droid. Oh yeah, this is the event thing, I think. That droid over there. What's over here? Medical service droid. Feast of Prosperity token vendor. I think that's a Thanksgiving thing. I don't remember what that is. Anyway, there's a lot of cool stuff here on Nar Shaddaa. But I did say I was going to try not to get distracted, so I am trying.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
Go back to the no UI setting so you can check out the scenery. It's actually kind of a good idea to reset your UI anyway from time to time. It gets a little buggy. See, like this guy has a quest. If I chose to talk to him, he'd give me this whole big long spiel. I've said this over and over, but I mean, that's what's so amazing about this game. If you play for the first time, there's all these discoveries and stories you can unlock just playing the game. And just you talk to him and he'll say, hey, I'm so and so, I'm down and out, somebody kicked me out of my apartment, can you go talk to them? And you're like, well, what kicked you out of the apartment? And then when you get there, it may just be that was his own place and this guy was squatting or something. Who knows? You know, it's just, you have to like kind of have that conversation and find out what's going on. But when they give you the quest, it's not just a matter of like a fetch quest. There's fetch quests, of course. It's an RPG, but it is an interesting tree of options that you have when you're playing this game. Okay, let's see here.
Coming.
Okay. Gotta get to the vault, which is on the other side over here. We probably are high enough level we can try to just scoot through here, but they were kind of in the way. Yeah, we're moving a little bit faster now. This feels good. Let's see what this is. Weapons vendor, stems vendor, Republic medical, stems medical. Yeah, okay. I'm just curious what vendors were in the area. Do. Ah, I hear a Datacron. Where is it? Oh, I think it's... okay, I think I know this. It's right there. On the top up there. Oh, shoot. Oh, crap.
Engaging hostile.
Okay. Yeah, it's right there. But to get there, you have to walk across this tightrope here. And to get there, you have to... Jeez, what do you have to do? You have to somehow get over there on that roof there. Climb over, walk over, and then... Yeah, what's the best way to do this? Wow, this is... I've done it. I mean, I think I have all these datacrons for these, especially all the early planets. But yeah, this is, let's see here. I guess you would have to, probably that way. Yeah, probably that way. Probably would have to, let's see. You might have to climb up there, that pipe over there, to go that way. And then once you climb that, there's a rope right there, and then you're up high. And you either have to, you should be able to see it once you're up there though. You should be able to like either drop down to that canvas and go over this way and climb up, and then climb up onto there and onto this and then there. But I don't know step one. Like, how do you get up there? How do you get there? Oh, I bet you it's those boxes right there. Right straight ahead. I bet you jump onto that and then you climb up there. Yep, I bet you that's how you do it. It's a lot of tightrope walking. I can kind of try to show y'all. I don't know if I'm right, but...
Here they come!
This is the problem. Jumping isn't the issue. It's getting, you know, the running start and being able to jump on here without a problem. So... Ah. See? Just like that. And if you hit the lip, it's not like it's forgiving. Ah, see, yeah, see, it's not forgiving at all. The jumping in this game is, I think Warcraft does it a little bit better, but I mean, you know, if you're committed to it, you can do it. But I'll try one more time. Like I said, I have done all these, but oh crap. Because when you get up there, it'll say like, this is no longer in use or something. Oh, I hit the top. Okay. Oh. Oh, look, I cheated. Nice. Then you would climb up here. You see? And then you would go up there. Okay. Guess Dorn got into a fight. Which sucks.
Engaging hostile.
Like I said, you gotta do all of this crap. I should have dismissed her. Oh no! Okay. But anyway, you guys get the idea. That's how you do those things. Yeah, and I would have to climb up there, and I didn't get to see because I fell, but then I would have to climb over there, go to that rope over there, and then that rope will tell me, you should be able to see at least where you could go, and maybe you tightrope that way, and then you tightrope down there, and then you fall on that platform there, and you tightrope to there. Yep. Not horrible to figure out how to do it, but not the easiest to actually do. Wait a minute. Where is this thing? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Okay. We're here. The AI has gone out of control, y'all.
We're wasting time. There's an entire galaxy full of depraved lunatics plotting against our great republic, and we're busy rummaging for valuables.
Be patient, 4X. Black Ops are cheap. Commander Tavis needs us to be resourceful.
But I've been operational for days now. Imperial vermin across the galaxy should be cursing the Republic ingenuity that created me.
You know you're not actually serving the Republic here, right?
Contact. Armed subject.
Engage and terminate.
Negative. Subjects confirmed as Republic Army personnel. Fellow heroes in our war on evil and oppression.
Great. Look, this is a top-secret mission. Commander Tavis sent us himself. Does Havoc Squad Commander Tavis mean anything to you?
I'm the commander of Havoc Squad. Tavis is a traitor to the Republic.
Tavis isn't the traitor. He was betrayed. And there are some of us who aren't standing for it. Forex, secure the package and follow me. The rest of you, gun this scum down and rendezvous with us at Objective 7.
Negative. What you suggest is an act of betrayal. The murder of fellow...
M1 Forex, override code 558. Secure the objective and follow me now.
Sir, yes, sir.
I'm your commanding officer. Ignore this man's orders.
Negative. Override code condition 558. Obey only orders given by Commander Heron Tavis, or personnel designated by same.
Let's go! Move! Move! Open fire!
Well, that was interesting, wasn't it?
Any idea where the droid went?
We've got a pretty solid lead. Our tap on the vault cams wasn't perfect, but the droid's crew looked like they were packing Republic heat, all standard issue. We didn't have audio, though. Any luck finding out who we're dealing with?
They were Republic Special Forces soldiers who've defected to the Empire alongside Heron Tavis.
Defections in Spec Force. That's news. Big news. Any particular reason SIS isn't in the loop on this?
It's a Spec Force problem. No reason to drag other departments into it.
Defections are a threat to the whole Republic. The SIS could help. But we'll talk later. Our new traitor friends have holed up in an abandoned arms factory in the red light sector. I have a team setting up shop in a warehouse not far from the arms factory. Meet up with us there.
I'll move out ASAP.
Keep your eyes open. The red light sector isn't exactly the safest place in the galaxy. See you soon.
Moving out.
All right, so I sent her off to go sell a bunch of our crap that we got. Let's put this down here. Let's see here. Where we gotta go? We gotta go back to where? I guess we'll just quick travel because it's telling me to go to the taxi. Be faster this way. I guess since we're here, I sent her off to go sell my junk, but I could have just done it right here. Oh well. Okay.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Now let's take a look at the cartel market. Let's see if there's anything there that might look good on Dorn. I don't think I'm going to run across anything, but we'll see. Oh, the relaxed jumpsuit. I think I have one of these. Let's see. Belt. That's actually not half bad. I don't know if it really fits her personality. I do know what I have that might, but it's the trench coat. But what I don't like is that there's no like shirt. It's just like a top like this with a trench coat. I'm not a big fan of that. Let's see here. But that outfit is only 540 credits or cartel coins. It's not bad. There's a privateer. How would she look with this? Let's see here. Look very different, that's for sure. Look at that. She's not half bad though. You know? And then if we give her the, I don't know, like this blue outfit or blue look. I bet you this could work. Look at that. It's not bad. There's this adept pilot. Let's see. It's not bad. It's still kind of like the bluish pants. I don't know. It actually kind of works. Let's see what this silver looks like. That's pretty sharp. That's pretty sharp. It kind of has that little bit of the reminiscent of her Empire days, you know? Because this is what it looks like without the color scheme. This is what it looks like with. Pretty neat. I like it. Let's see here. It's only 720. But I don't know if that's really her, though, you know? Let's see. Let's see if there's anything in the recommended, which I doubt. And this is the cyborg stuff they were talking about. Nah. We could go with, what, appearance customization? Oh, this is for our own character, which I think I have a lot. A lot of these are unlocked already for me. Armor, right? Yeah. We go by sale. See what's on sale. This is the privateer thing. This is what I was talking about. I have this, and I think it looks pretty good. I don't think the pants work because, well, there are no pants. But see, I would have to get some pants for her because that just doesn't work. I don't know. I just don't like that. Cute outfit. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? I was kind of like figuring out what to get for our Alara. Alara Dorn is our companion right now in this game, and I really love her. She's a former Imperial soldier, and she does things by the book. She's, you know, she doesn't bend any rules whatsoever, and so she's realized that the Empire was doing a lot of shady stuff, and she just couldn't tolerate it, so she came over to the Republic. And we haven't really opened up those storylines just yet, but she has a good nature. It's just she's very strict with her mindset, and that can get somebody into trouble, you know? Oops. Let's see. This is Dorn, but I just don't know really what to get for her. She doesn't. There's no. Oh, okay. Here's the. Because I have a bunch of stuff already unlocked. I just, you know, this is not bad. This isn't bad at all. This kind of fits her style. I don't hate this. And the color scheme is not bad as a default. I don't like the boots, but it's not horrible. Sly Operator's Armor. It's only 500. That is cheap. This game has great fashion. I'm impressed. You don't even, it's a whole rabbit hole. Sometimes people just do stuff just for the whole, like, armor sets. Like, this is a whole thing. Like, this is a kind of like a Jedi type thing. But you'll notice it's not just like a cookie cutter Jedi thing. So the Old Republic, the big difference that you'll see in the Old Republic styles versus the modern Star Wars, like the one during Luke and Darth Vader and stuff, back then they were fighting each other much more often. The Jedi and Sith, they had encounters all the time, and they had to deal with Mandalorians and stuff all the time. So they had much more armor back then. So when you see stuff kind of like this, it's okay, but it's not really lore accurate to the period. What you do see is more armor-based Jedi Force users like this guy. And then when you get down into history like Luke Skywalker and Vader, they're much more like robes, like it's just robes, because they don't need that type of armor. They're not fighting other lightsaber users. They just don't need to. And so they have blasters as the biggest thing that they deal with, and they kind of use their martial skills against that. So it's interesting when you look at the timelines of how the set pieces are custom designed for that period. And if you see anything else that's not accurate, and let me do the Fate video that came out about 3 months ago. Where is it? Because what I like about it is that it's set in the Old Republic period, and the person who's designed it came up with the original KOTOR, and he's working on a new Old Republic game. And I have certain theories about it, but where is it? I have it in my... I also have these Pomeranians here. Added them today. Here it is. I'm going to show you all this one, and you can see if you have an opinion about this. Once I heard that whistle, that little flute, I knew that was a Star Wars game. There we go. It turned off on its own. I was like, okay. I thought I was gonna let it. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Anyway, but yeah, that was the Fate trailer, which is not much information at all, and I will admit that. However, there's a lot of information there for those that know the story. Like that shipwreck, that film, that is identical to the Leviathan that was in the original KOTOR. So are we revisiting the same ship? I mean, it was a class of ships, so it could be, one that's just like it, but it could be the same one as well. And if you played this game, there is a legacy of one of the characters from KOTOR that continues. And one of my playthroughs that I've already done was the Jedi Sentinel. And the way I did that was I focused on the Satil Shan conversations. And Satil Shan was a character from KOTOR. And so I do believe that it's possible that that female character we see in that video is a descendant of Revan and Bastila Shan. Bastila is, I'm sorry, not Satil Shan. Bastila is the KOTOR companion that you have in the first one. She is briefly in KOTOR 2, just briefly, because they're all looking for. I'm actually not gonna say anything about that story. But in this game, you run into Satil Shan, who is a descendant of Bastila Shan, so a descendant of Revan. So what we have here is a gap period between the KOTOR 2, and Star Wars: The Old Republic, which is about 100 years or so. So what if we have a grandchild or a child of Bastila and Revan in the middle? And this is, who we're seeing there. I think that would be a great tie-in to all these games. So and canon and dovetailed to the movies. So that's hard to say no, because Disney purchased Star Wars after KOTOR, and they said that everything that they did not create is no longer canon. So it's technically part of Legends continuity. But Dave Filoni and a bunch of others that have actually been working on, like Mandalorian and stuff, love the Old Republic and they love KOTOR. And so you'll see bits and pieces of references here and there. And so it's not canon, it's in Legends, but I do think that a lot of people do consider it canon, even though Disney hasn't actually authenticated that. So, yeah. So Disney was like, hey, look, how to, and you know what? It's funny because the what's her name? The one that was over Star Wars before, I forget her name. She was like, well, you can't blame us for, 7, 8, and 9 because we had to create the lore from the beginning. We didn't have anything to go by. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? There's books upon books, comics upon games. There's so much media that was created. You didn't have to reinvent the story. It was there. But whatever. Anyway, I think I really like this first one, though. I think I'm going to get this for Alara. Let's just get that. Put that in my inventory. We're going to give this to her because I love Alara so much, and I think she looks great in this Havoc Squad outfit, but I just don't think that that's her look. So let's companion. Let's do this. Put that on you. Put that on you. Oops. Actually, I think I can just do this. Yeah, but we're not going to wear that. Actually, we're going to put it on, but we're going to not show it. There we go. There we go. All right. We are looking good. Now that's what she looks like now. Yeah, Alara is just, she's phenomenal. She's probably going to be my main person, but that droid that we just ran into is another potential companion, but I never really did much with him. 7, 8, or forget Heartbreak. I think 7 had the right idea. 7, 8, and 9 were trying to do what KOTOR's story was trying to tell. But again, the story was there. You had the playbook in front of you, and you chose to kind of like not do any of that. But a lot of the stuff that they're talking about is similar to what KOTOR 2 was actually portraying or trying to convey. Anyway, I got myself distracted. There we go. Turn off the UI so you can see us flying around. And this is a very BioWare Mass Effect inspired thing here, because same thing happens in Mass Effect. You just fly around the city in scenes, not all the time, in some scenes. But this is Nar Shaddaa. And yeah, Nar Shaddaa is just a casino hut ruled planet. So it's neutral. Technically neutral. Big neon sign there. They get one of those for the back of my wall here for when I turn my camera back on. Maybe not. But yeah, you'll see like this guy, he's got a whole like quest thing here. If we talked to him, if we had done something related to that, he would have his own like cinematic and stuff. There's until you get to the Eternal Throne, like kind of midway through that, every conversation has a cinematic. But yeah, this guy, if we talk to him, even though I'm not going to accept his quest, I'm going to drop it as soon as I get it. but it's this whole thing. It's just so great about this game.
My life. I keep tabs on any Republic military that come here on shore leave, and make sure they don't get into trouble.
The Republic is lucky to have a friend like you.
Wish I could do more, but this is out of my league. Club Euphora has major security, way above normal. The guards are boosted with combat adrenals and cybernetic implants. Whatever's happening, it's worth killing to keep secret. Somebody needs to rescue those officers.
Sounds like a great way to get myself killed.
I'm betting you can handle those thugs. Besides, you'll have the element of surprise. I've done all I can. The rest is up to you.
All right, that's what I was saying. Like, this is just a side quest. The nice thing about a lot of these side quests is that they kind of run parallel to your existing quest, to your class quest. So it's a good idea to just go ahead and pick them up, because as you go through the map of where you're just going, you can complete these quests. And when the game came out, it was much more of a grind. So you had to do these just to get your level up. And back then it was based on drops, RNG drops, and the better drops you got, the better gear you had, and yeah, it was the whole thing. See, but we're going... Wait a minute. Did I miss it? Yeah, I guess I missed it. I didn't see it. I looked for a door, but no, I don't see it.
You'll be leaving here in tiny pieces, friend.
Must be on the upper area. But yeah, Narsha does a lot of this. It's a lot of like tiered areas. There we go.
Hey there! Welcome to Balker Interior Refurbishment Incorporated. Be sure you review the new employee manual.
As long as we're holding a position, it's best to stay inconspicuous.
Exactly. You've got a knack for this business. I've got bad news. The droid and his friend gave us the slip just after you and I spoke on the holo. They jumped into an access tunnel and blew it behind themselves. Tracking them down again is going to take time.
Do we have some kind of backup plan?
If these men are traitors, then they'll have Imperial supervisors. We just need to find out where. I'll bet these guys would call for help if you shot up their arms factory. Then we trace that call straight to whoever's really in charge.
That's a good plan. Let's make it happen.
First things first, you'll need to plant these signal trackers around the arms factory so that we can trace the distress call. Then you kick down the door and do what you do best while we see who gets a call. Sound like a plan?
Do we move to a new location afterward?
We'll be waiting for you here when the party's over. Have fun.
just got to get to the last one up here. Trigger the factory alarm. So we got to go over here. And so it's not just a matter of like doing those things and reporting back to him. Now we have to go do a thing in a different area. All right. Let's do this. Hold up.
Engaging hostile.
Got to group them all together. And even though this is a very class-specific quest, you can do this with like a friend. I mean, you can do it up to like a group of 4 if you wanted to. And then you just kind of come in here. You get the conversation because it's your class quest. But you can do this with others, and then you can help them do their class quest. It's just not required. You know, it's not one of those things that it's a big deal. But clearly I'm doing this solo. But it can be done that way. I do like any co-op where it's a co-op optional. It's kind of hard to get that balance right, but I'm just not a fan of co-op exclusive games. I'm just not. I mean, what if I'm the weakest link and everybody's carrying me? I would feel bad, right? So I just don't like it. It's just me. I'm just not the extractor shooter type. For the same reason, you know. Even if I'm good at the game, I can't expect everybody else to, you know, do it. So it's interesting. They're good games. They're just not for me. But this is an MMO, but you can play it like a single player. So that's what I've always liked about it. And it's always been that way. Way too many alarms. But we got it done. Okay. So we did whatever we were supposed to do to trigger that detonation or something. Okay, let's see here. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Yeah. We're going the right way. And this is another club. See, this is what I was talking about. So this is that side quest thing. We could at least look at it. We have to come back this way anyway, so why not? But it is another cantina. There's a bouncer. I'm going in. These rest zones is where you can get your XP, double XP for when you come back. If you're a subscriber, you can do that on your ship as well. But you get rest XP, which when you come back, you're able to kind of boost your leveling. Oh. Hit me, would you? Oh. There you go. this dude with the...
Hostile contact!
Nice. Short work of that. Alright, let's go in here. I did say I was gonna, like, drop this quest, but here I am doing it. Oh, that siren scared my cat. Sorry. I can go into the sounds and turn down the sound effect because it doesn't have to be that loud. I have the music completely off because every time it demonetizes YouTube. Oh, it's okay. He's fine.
I'm Lieutenant Rail,
it's just the sound
of the
effects.
Cruiser Corsani Flame. Getting rescued by Havoc Squad is kind of an honor. Blast, I could barely see straight. They pumped me full of something. Makes my face numb.
I usually inject my own music, which is from KOTOR, and it doesn't get the monetization strikes, but rightfully so. Star Wars in this game, they borrow from like episodes 1 through 3 a lot. So those are owned by, you know, John Williams and stuff. So I just don't even bother. I don't fight it. But I will play KOTOR from time to time.
Tell me what happened to the other officers.
I'm the only one left. Don't know what happened to the rest. These cute little dancers brought me and my shipmates here to blow off steam. Next thing we knew, the dancers were gone. Guards beat us half to death, threw us in these cages like animals.
Did they ever say what they wanted with you?
I'm not sure. But I think these people work for someone else. They smuggled us out one by one in waste containers. Nobody came back except for a gunnery ensign. He was different. Didn't even recognize me. Wherever they took him, something terrible happened.
Time to go, Lieutenant. You ready to run for it?
I can make it out on my own. You need to find the others. I heard the guards mention the quarantine zone. I think that's where they took the others. Please, you have to save them.
Can you give me any more intel on the area?
The quarantine zone's an old industrial district. Toxic dump. Great place for bad guys to hide. Thanks for busting me out. I owe you one.
Now, was that fun, or was that fun?
The operation certainly catered to the Lieutenant's specialities, at least.
I wasn't the only one impressed with your moves either. The alarm pulled in a very interesting audience.
Were you able to find the imps our traders are working for?
The alarm signal from the arms factory led to a surprising place, a penthouse at the Club Vertica casino. The slicers tell me that the computer systems at the other end of the alarm signal were definitely Imperial. Apparently, our friends are overseeing this operation in style.
I take it you have a brilliant plan?
That's my job. Club Vertica is an extremely public place. We have to get you through the casino and up to the penthouse without any bloodshed. That's where my friend Niall Piv comes in. Niall's our top slicer here. He'll make sure nobody hassles you on the way to the penthouse.
Pleasure to meet you, Niall.
Yeah, thanks. It's nice to meet you too.
Club Vertica has a safe list, a list of people allowed to go in and out of the penthouse at any time. It's Niall's job to get you added to that safe list, but he needs your help.
Yes, Club Vertica's systems are highly secured. The only way to add you to the safe list is from inside the system.
There's a substation down in the lower industrial sector. It belongs to the casino, so its computers are tied into the casino systems. We need you to get Niall inside.
I'll make it happen.
Security for the substation is heavy. The casino's contracted some of the priciest mercenaries around. Good luck to you.
When the game first came out, these little fast quick travel things, if you did it once on one character, they pulled over to your other characters. But you see how here it says undiscovered, but if I did have it, it would cost me 2,300. But these would automatically be discovered if you had found it on another character. And I really miss that because, I mean, I'm just trying to play for the story, right? And I've already done this story before. If you go to the, what is it, Outfitter? Is it, where is it? Gear? Character customization, maybe? I don't know. Somewhere in here, I can do, oh yeah, title, era, this, okay, never mind. Character details. I'm looking everywhere except the right place. But yeah, oh, okay, flare. So my legendary flare just simply means that I've done every single character at max, with their story at least. But I actually have gone beyond that. I've done all the complete story on every single class. So I've done it like, what, 8 times over? And I've done it a couple of times on other characters as well. So I don't know why they don't just let me have these unlocked. Which is, you know, it's fine, whatever, but they used to be that way. They used to allow you to automatically have those since you unlocked them once before. But yeah, I highly encourage anybody who wants to play this game, just play it for free. See what features you have there, and because the only real thing that a sub gets you is the ability to do dailies, unlock certain rare items, and a few other things like rest XP and whatnot. But it doesn't restrict you from playing the stories. So if that's really all you want to do, just play for free. And then if it's something that you like, then maybe you can sub to it. But I don't really tell people, hey, look, you got to be a sub for this and that. I think they kind of have the right mindset. Most of the time, turning a game into a free, an MMO to a free game is a death sentence most of the time. I'm going to keep this stuff for Alara because I'm just going to put it in our thing. That's her jacket, so we'll just put that there. We can sell this one. We should probably expand our inventory. There we go. Alright, let's put our XP right there. That right there. All these down here. Need to sell some of this. Not all these med packs are good, so... yeah, this one's no good. Just need to make some space. There we go.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Oh, we gotta go way over here. Okay, let's get on our bike. Yeah, nothing here is hostile because if you're kind of keeping up with the story, the entire planet is not designed to be hostile to you. There are going to be some areas that are Republic, some that are groups that are trying to pull away, some are purely Imperial. I mean, it really depends on where you're at. If you're paying attention to the story and some of the side missions, they kind of tell you who is in what area and why.
Just keep me covered and I'll take care of everything for you. Okay, let's see here. Good. Okay, perfect. The primary access protocol is bypassed. Now we just need to start with some priority data changes to cover our real moves.
Oh, and if you're still there, Sarah, we have the ability in YouTube for me to raid you, but it's a little complicated. So if you're interested in that, let me know. But I didn't want to make any assumptions or anything. But you can, in Twitch, it's super easy. You just set up the message and it does it for you. But in YouTube, you have to go into customization of your live stream and say redirect, or I can't remember the exact term for it. But the other group has to be willing to accept that. So it's just requires some organization and cooperation, but it's just one of those things. Oh, yeah, it's if you'll notice, since you do these things, I have no problems like trying to just give you the overview of that. When you go into studio and you set up your live, there is the edit button, the details button, and it's under customization. And it's one of those when you're live that you can say redirect. And like I said, it just requires, I think it requires for both of you to be live at the same time. That's the part I don't know for a fact. But again, it's zero rush. It's just that since I do a lot of overlapping streams from when you start, it wouldn't be the worst idea, you know, to pull some viewers to you in that regard. Because my Baldur's Gate streams have been pretty successful. I'm not doing that today, but I think yesterday I ended up with 165 concurrent viewers on YouTube. So doesn't compare to my Twitch. But they just love Baldur's Gate, and I don't blame them. I love it too, you know. But it wouldn't be the worst way to get that. Oh no, it's not a problem, Sarah. I like doing it for people who deserve that type of, and you're such a great personality that you deserve a lot of exposure, a lot of extra attention. But yeah, since and it's so easy to recommend you because you're so wholesome, you know. There's a lot of streamers out there that are just like, you get a little worried. It's like, I'm gonna recommend this person, and this person ends up getting banned for one reason or another. I have zero thought that that's going to happen with Sarah, so but yeah.
Does that mean things are going well?
Sorry? Oh, yes, they're using the old 15Rs, so this shouldn't take long. I'm just making a few system changes before I add you to the safe list, which should keep their technicians distracted from what we're really doing. Daily income reports, year-by-year earning estimates, VIP profiles.
Sir, incoming hostiles.
Bosca, agua bosca, puño.
Okay, there, that should do it. That should do nicely.
Are we ready to move out?
What? Oh, no, sorry. That was just the fund transfer. I just moved some credits around so it would look like someone skimmed the casino's accounts, so no one would check the safe list.
Sir, more hostiles incoming!
I'm adding you to the safe list now. Just a little longer.
If you don't get this done now, I'll shoot you myself, Niall.
I had to say that. It was too much. I knew she would hate that, but oh well.
Done. It's done. Let's get out of here. Move! All right. I can make it. I can make it from here. Whew. Thank you. Thanks for covering me. You really are the best.
I'm glad to have that over with.
Yeah, me too. You'd better head for Club Vertica, up in the promenade. I'll let Jonas know everything went okay. And after that, I'm taking a week off. I'll see you around. Good luck.
And this year, guys, Halloween is on a Saturday, finally. Now, I have in the past, except for this past year, done a special Halloween stream, and it's usually 24 hours. I go midnight to midnight. And I'm going to probably be able to do it this October. We'll see. But I have a whole list of games that I want to get into, and if there's any games you guys would like to see, let me know. We generally try to play short horror games. Sometimes they're not that good, you know. In fact, most of them are not that good. But we're not going to like fire up Alien Isolation and spend the entire 24 hours trying to do that. We've already done Alien Isolation on stream anyway. But if there's any games that you guys want to see, let me know, because I generally try to play these lesser known indie games. And I know a lot of people play like from itch.io and stuff, but there are a few really good, in my opinion, above average games for indie games, low budget games that are horror games. You know, I played Summer 59, 58, I can't remember the name of it, and that was relatively unknown at the time and ended up being like it's one of the best low budget horror games to come along. But yeah, if there's a game that you guys have in mind, because I have a few already. If you guys know one or two that you want to go over. I think when last time we were with Holly, I was doing The Quarry with her, and she loved that. All right, so we need to go back up here, actually. Climbing the ladder. Where do we, let me just see, go to the Club Verticus Casino. So I think that's right over here. I think it's faster to go there than it is to take the taxi. Will your camera be on to show us your costume? I don't generally wear a costume, although I have worn a sriracha outfit before. And but you couldn't really see it, so that's why I was like, I'm not going to do that as a redeem anymore, because you couldn't really see it. I was like, I'm better off just wearing a shirt. But I had like the little green nozzle hat thing. Oh man, oh man. See, oh crap, I thought we were here. Oh man. I thought we were here. Oh well. I thought I was doing a good thing coming straight back to the club with a bottle of bub. I mean, I can get the camera back on. Now, I have a lot of dark art, y'all. And Banana knows this. I've had it on stream before. It's not like I haven't always had it's just been fairly recently I didn't have a camera. But, yeah, I have a lot of dark art. I have a friend of mine. I call him a friend. I don't know how else to contextualize that, but he's an artist. And he was one of the, he was a friend of Adam Jones from Tool. So those first Tool videos with Undertow and Prison Sex, those were his models. Those were his character models. So, you know, Adam Jones is an artist, and he did a lot of animation stuff. And he did that himself, but he used the art that the friend of mine, Todd used, or Todd created. So he's made a bunch of art for me and for others as well, but I have a lot of unique pieces from Todd that's in the room with me. I have some stuff from Chet Zar, who's also a Tool artist. They're also unique pieces. I have my Lilith stuff from Diablo. I have a lot of Diablo stuff. And that's just gaming stuff, but I have a lot of dark art, so it's pretty easy to put on the camera because I have a lot of that stuff, you know, for Halloween.
Hey there, soldier. Niall just made it back and told me how much heat you took on covering for him. You two did great. You're on the safe list, our tracks are covered, and I'm even tapped into all of the casino security cams. Now I can keep an eye on you in there. You look good, by the way.
I'm not interested in you. Keep it professional, please. It's all the exercise. I mean, we could flirt with them, but it won't go anywhere.
We've got a job to do, Jonas. Stick to the op.
Fine. You're no fun. You're walking into a hell of a situation here, Lieutenant. Questioning the imps about the droid is one thing, but if this comes down to shooting, the Republic can't afford that risk.
If anyone starts trouble, it won't be me.
That's all we can ask of you. All right, I won't hold you any longer. Get up to that penthouse and get us some answers. And don't get yourself killed doing it. Jonas out.
Jonas out. So I guess this is why we had to come here. I love Mission. There is a companion on one of the Imperial sides. I believe it's the Sith Warrior. And you can have a Twi'lek. It's basically the same voice actor as Mission, but it's like an older version of Mission. And by older, I mean like mid-20s. Because Mission, I think, is like 16 in KOTOR. We're ignoring the armed thug because it's the casino event, so it's just an event thing. Come on, Alara. I do like her outfit. I'm glad we picked this one. I may have to get a better color palette, which I may have one here. Hold on. Okay. Let's go to our companion. I can't tell. Okay. Okay, so that makes it like that, because... Oh, okay, never mind. That's with this on. I don't like it. Let's see. Let's just see if we have any colors here. I have a artificer on my main character that can make dyes, so it's not a problem. I can make them at any time. But I just wondered if I had any here that we could borrow from. Well, this normally looks horrible, but look at this. This is not too bad. This isn't the worst. But... oh, we can do hip dip. Let's claim this one, because that's a it's an emote. Smuggler Shuffle. I don't know. I'm going to save that. I'm not going to do that. Let's see if we got any other dyes. Oh, look at that. That's not great, but it's a color. It's definitely a color. Stronghold label, Chamber of Deception. Have these other titles. Constable, Contraband Collector. Oh, that's not horrible. You know, but I like the black and white. So, okay. We have this emote hip dip. See if we can't find it. Let's see how it looks. Let's do a hip dip. How do you, let's see here, abilities. Is that under emotes? Where are these again? I can never find these. Because I'm never looking for them. Got that. Wait a minute. No. No. Social window. Now. Emotes. There it is. Is that under celebration? I have golf clap. Congratulate.
Congratulations.
Good job.
Great job.
Praise.
You're the best.
Talk to the droid. So, I think it's under dances. Hip dip. There we go. Hello? Get down. Maybe the issue is I'm looking at him. Okay, let's try this again. Emotes. Celebration. No. Dances. There it is. It was probably because I was targeting the droid. And there's get down. Club dance. Now you can also type this. Yeah. See? My trooper's getting down. What do you think, Alara? Anyway, let's go. We don't want to get distracted. No distractions.
Sir! Intruders! Possible. Throw down your weapons, Republic scum. You have no idea what you've done breaking in here.
I'm not here to play around. Surrender or you're all dead.
Sir, weren't you listening? We are not to initiate hostilities.
We will never surrender to filth like you.
See?
Final warning. Drop your weapons and surrender, now.
See, this is what I was saying, Alara, even though they have a gun pointed at us, and we are Havoc Squad, and we have the right to be here, well, we don't actually have the right to be here. But Alara's like, look, the orders were clear. We're not supposed to initiate any conflict. I mean, what are we supposed to do, right? But that's what gets Alara into trouble sometimes. But I love Alara to death. I mean, I do. But tell me where the droid is.
Republic war droid M14X. I want to know how to find him.
Subdue the intruders, men. Use whatever force is...
Zardris, this is Andrik. We got the last package and we're heading for object... Oh, this is too much.
Shut up, Andrik. Can't you see we have a situation here?
We have to get like Batman on the Joker. Where's Rachel? Where's Rachel? I almost thought about refiring up. We did the Batman Telltale one, the first one. I love that one. I really did like it. But there's another one with the Joker in it, and I keep thinking I might want to revisit that. It would probably be for Twitch only, but I don't know, because we did do it on a dual stream with YouTube, but I think I turned it into a members only thing. But it was a lot of, I did it in the noir, so it's in the black and white with I think reds here and there. It was so beautiful.
Just tell me where to find M14X and there won't be any trouble.
The Empire does not negotiate with scum like you.
Have fun dying, Zardris. At least I'll have time to double our patrols while you and your men are being slaughtered.
What? Don't be ridiculous! We'll have this situation dealt with in mere moments!
Nah. In mere moments, you'll be dead, and the situation will be headed my way. Nice knowing you.
That treacherous, disrespectful...
Just want to know where the war droid is. There's no need for a fight.
Are you insane? Why would I even consider telling you? Andrik may be scum, but his droid's activities are useful to the Empire. I cannot allow you to impede their work.
Andrik isn't loyal to you or the Empire. He'll turn on you, just like he turned on the Republic.
You're right. Andrik is scum, unworthy of the Imperial resources that protect him. You will find Captain Andrik and M14X in a facility deep within the Shadowtown district, unlocking the droid's full potential. That machine's power core is capable of far more than your scientists thought possible. Soon, M14X will have shields and weapons more powerful than any other droid ever created.
Sounds like I better double time it.
You'll be too late to stop the droid, but you might at least manage to kill Andrik, which suits me. Now go. You have what you wanted. Leave before I change my mind. Oh, and tell Captain Andrik that it was nice knowing him too. Farewell.
Yeah, the other nice thing is, but when you do things like when you have to call your, on your hologram thing or whatever, holocall, whatever it is, if, let's say we move our scene over here or over here, or if I decide I want to be on like this table here, it'll set up the scene based on where you're at in the room. I mean, it's not like a set cinematic. I mean, I do love the attention that they gave to it.
Lieutenant, it's Jonas. I saw you talking to the imps. Nobody shot anybody, so I'm going to take that as a good sign. Did you find out where our missing droid is gone?
The droid is in a facility in Shadowtown. Repeat, Shadowtown.
Fantastic work. I knew we could count on you. Shadowtown is where the imps put people who are too useful to kill, but too dangerous to leave roaming around the galaxy. It's dangerous and heavily secured. Fighting your way in won't be the easiest thing you've ever done.
I'll be sure to stay on my guard.
It's up to you to finish this. Get in, trash the droid, and get yourself out so we can call it a day.
Yeah, but I've been a subscriber for over 15 years for this game, so it's one of those, if I trash it, you gotta understand it comes from a place of love. I did all the alphas, and I think I did most of the betas when the game first came out. The alphas only gave us access to Bounty Hunter, and then eventually Agent. But yeah, I got to give my 2 cents on a lot of that stuff, and I really had no idea because I came from Warcraft. I actually did a few betas for Warcraft, believe it or not, and I was just like, I didn't know what to expect because I've been doing, you know, some MMOs before that. I had a little bit of experience with EverQuest, you know, but the way Warcraft did it was just so unique to me. I was like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm looking at. Is this good? Is this actually good? Because the graphics, even though today they seem a bit dated and they're very cartoony, I don't know a good word to say, but I do like the assets in Warcraft. Aesthetically, they fit the world, because if you look at Warcraft 1 and 2 and even 3, it's the same design. So it wasn't like they were trying to, you know, create a whole new world, right? The cinematics have always been over the top. Blizzard has always done well. Yeah, always. They've always done a great job with their cinematics, which doesn't always reflect the gameplay, and everybody knows that. But they also like telling a story, despite the fact that the story is not the most compelling thing in the world. Where Warcraft, I think, failed a lot of people is they decided to just make up the lore in really wild directions that were vastly inconsistent. And it just doesn't make sense now. So you have these lore creators, lore content creators that are like, yeah, just trust me, bro. Because, you know, nobody knows anymore. And that's not how lore should be done. And so I think Blizzard really dropped the ball on that. A lot of people were critical about D4, by the way, with their lore stuff. And I do think there's a lot of actual strong ties. They did know their lore, but I do think there's a couple things that they have broken apart from that they've never addressed, and I think they're elephants in the room. I'm not going to discuss what they are, but because this is not the time or place for it. But I have done some D4 stuff on my streams, and I did the early access for it, and I was discovering things as you guys would see, and I really enjoyed it. I really loved the slow grind of the original game when it came out. Ever since then, I don't really care for it. I don't like the fast-paced level, get your items, and then get in, get out, and then rinse and repeat on hell level 8, 9, whatever. Why? It's the same thing, just with better gear. So what? You're challenging yourself, but we broke a perfectly viable good game for the purposes of instant gratification. Nobody wants that slow grind anymore. That's what made D2 so iconic and great. And so D4 was when it originally came out, was more or less designed in that same model. But nobody liked that. So they've been chasing the balance ever since. And I don't agree with it. But when it came to the lore, there's so many things there that, I don't know, I think a lot of people had problems with, like, who's Lilith? Why would we care about Lilith? I was like, you don't understand, Lilith is possibly the most important character in humanity's story. So to revisit her kind of made sense to me. I didn't understand why we didn't focus on Diablo again, but I was like, you know what, I'll give it a shot, because I do know who Lilith is, and we don't know anything about her from the games, at least. So this kind of works.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
Do we go... Where are we supposed to go? It says infiltrate the George charging facility, so we go this way.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
There we go. All right, now for a nice long taxi. But as you guys probably know already, I do have a English background. I have a degree in English and a degree in biology. I was originally in medicine. I'm now in the government. And I studied German. I am bilingual. I work bilingually in Spanish and English. And I still write stories, and this is my outlet when I'm not really feeling particularly capable in my true love, which is writing. My English degree is in creative writing specifically. And so I do write my own scripts of all my videos that you see. So I'd like to incorporate a story of not just the story of the game, but the story of my character within that game and how the things that they meet and the descriptors. And I almost write it like you're reading it from a novel or something, presented in a game form. This is just how I do it. Like my Dune series is probably the best example of that. And one thing that I will say that with the new Old Republic game coming out, hopefully, from Casey Hudson, I really think that there's some strong ties between all these games, and I do think SWTOR may have some information. This particular game may have some information about some of those things. So between the remake of KOTOR coming out and this new game by Casey Hudson, I'm hopeful that there are going to be some actual good lore references in his game. And Casey Hudson, if you ever watch any of my videos or anything, I'm available. You want to talk Star Wars lore in the Old Republic? I am available. I mean, he came up with the whole thing, but there's some of us that have just kept up with these things over the years and said, well, okay, so this is where the new stuff broke away. This is where they have some connections, and some of us have still kept up with that, so. It's very clear how essential your background is without engaging out. I appreciate that, Sarah. I'm not trying to give a whole breakdown of my my background. It's just that a lot of people who are new to the channel kind of misunderstand what I'm trying to accomplish. I'm really just doing it for the love of these stories and these games, and whereas a lot of people will come at, rightfully so, sometimes the gameplay is king. Gameplay is, if there's not a good game there, or the combat isn't good and it's a combat game, then what is the point, right? But I still focus on the story. If the story is actually phenomenal, I will give the gameplay a pass. I will say, you know what, the gameplay wasn't awesome, or the combat or this or that wasn't awesome, but the story was pretty good. And my example for that in like horror scenes, horror type games, was The Quarry. The Quarry wasn't any different than a lot of those quick time event games that you find all over the place for horror. It really didn't do anything new or phenomenal, but the story was good, and a lot of people did play it and said, hey, look, there's a good game here. No, I mean, it's the same game that everybody else has played on the Dark Pictures anthologies and stuff. The difference is the story was good, and I still kind of come back to that. I think there's always an exception to every situation, but I do like to focus on the stories. And that's, I think, where the difference of my channel does versus perhaps just traditional streaming, I guess. I don't know how to really how come I can't I should have been able to take that droid apart. But no, I will always focus. That's why I do this versus, like, say, Warcraft or something, because I like Warcraft. I played it for years, but when it first came out, but once Cataclysm came out, I was like, I don't know what you guys are doing no more. And I don't think there's a story there to do. You have to read everything. You have to contextualize things. You have to kind of create this whole, like, thing in your head. One of my favorite parts of Warcraft that they did was when they added the Worgans and that whole, Eastern European town that was there. I just thought that was it was really cool, but you don't do much there. It was like they present it to you, but then they move on. I'm like, no, let's explore this. And SWTOR, on the other hand, will have an entire planet designed around a theme. So, you know, it's apples and oranges. Where am I going? Crap, I went the wrong way. This way. There we go. But also, like I said, this game is phenomenal with others. If you do have a friend or two that you want to play this game with, and it's new to them, it's new to you, I mean, this is a great game to just have fun with, because again, you can do these side missions or not, and then do it with him, with your friend, and you can help each other level, get stuff, and have the cinematic together. It's really great. There we go. And I do also, for selfish reasons, like coming back to this game, because I don't have to narrate everything. It's not till we get to the Eternal Empire, Eternal Throne, that some of that stops. It goes into the KOTOR style where you have to read everything. They even did it in the same fonts and the bracketed on the top of the screen and lower screen, just like KOTOR did. So they knew what they were doing. Yeah. So it's nostalgic, but not for the best of reasons. It was just they couldn't keep up with, getting the voice actors back and recording that. It was just probably too expensive, and possibly they just weren't available anymore. And I'm going to throw it out there again. I do it almost every stream, but if anybody is interested in being Jaheira for me, I need a voice actor for that. My wife was my voice actor for Baconia, and I thought she did a phenomenal job. But I I would prefer to have somebody for Jaheira. I could do an AI voice model for it, and I may not even need to use it that often, but if somebody can do that accent or wants to try it, then let me know. But it's one of those things. It's a hard ask because it's a lot of coordination. It's a lot of stress. It's like, well, this is kind of how she delivers the line, and if you're not familiar with the character, I get it. But again, it's kind of like to whoever listens to these videos. Just if anybody's interested in doing that, let me know.
So here you are, a little later than I was expecting, to be honest. Did it really take you that long to wipe out Zardries and his men? Maybe you're not as good as I thought you were.
What kind of accent is it? Ooh, that's the hard thing about Jaheira, is it's sometimes sounds Eastern European. She also has a little bit of Italian and French there too. I guess you just have to go back to listen to the videos that I've been doing for Baldur's Gate. It's a hard one to nail down, but the good news is that because it's so unusual that anybody could really kind of get away with, like, as long as you're consistent with how you do it, then that's the main thing. Like, my wife doesn't really sound like Viconia, but her mannerisms were the same, and that's really what allowed me to sell it. So Jaheira is very she has a lot of worldly wisdom, and she has a lot of points that are like, this is what I think we should do, and therefore you should think about doing it that way. She's like that, she's very determined. And when you get to Baldur's Gate 3, obviously she's completely voice acted, and the person who did it tried to do it like her, but again, it's one of those, it's a totally different voice actor. But she didn't do a horrible job in the mannerisms, but I think a lot of the criticisms, and I think it's okay to say that people were right in their criticism, was the dialect was wrong. But when you're a AAA game with millions and millions and millions of dollars put into the game, people are going to criticize that stuff, and it's going to get noticed. But they couldn't get the same voice actor, so it is what it is. So
if you throw down your weapons, I'll bring you in alive.
Not a chance. You make me sick. You killed good men, fellow soldiers, all because some scumbag on Coruscant said they were traitors? Your loyalties are all wrong. When you're bleeding out in a trench on some muckball planet, it ain't high command that pulls you out. It's the guy next to you.
What I'll probably end up doing if I can't get anybody, and I do need to start recording, is that I can take a bunch of lines from Baldur's Gate, record them, and I usually have to have an hour's worth, but I don't know if I have an hour's worth of Jaheira. But between Baldur's Gate 1 and Baldur's Gate 2, I can take all of her lines, repeat them over and over and over for an hour's worth, and then put them into a AI that can emulate that voice at least. So it's not really taking away an actor's job necessarily, because the actor's not doing that stuff anymore. So we're not doing anything, I would say, morally wrong, because again, they're not available for anybody, and it's in the spirit of it. And if nothing else, it brings attention to the things that they did originally. So I'm not going to replace her voice in the lines that she already has, but if I can get it close enough, that may be what I end up doing. But it's basically, you put it into a AI voice thing that analyzes the voice and the pattern of the voice and the method in which their cadences and stuff, and then you can kind of like spit it back out. Like I said, I won't need it for much because a lot of my storytelling is done by me directly. And it's just the dialogue that is given by the voice actor, and that's it. Oh, there's the Pomeranians.
We can work this out, Andrik. Just lower your weapon and we'll talk.
I'm not interested in working anything out with scum like you.
Treacherous vermin. I have completed the charging process. All systems operable.
Sounds like your time's up, Lieutenant. Have any last...
Lieutenant, you made it. I knew this imp-loving scum could never escape the sure justice of the Republic for long.
Yeah, that's why I need Bogu to get a girlfriend or get married, because he's in Poland, and maybe we could sell the Polish accent.
Are you still forced to follow Andrik's commands?
Unfortunately, I am still bound by my programming to obey Captain Andrik. The coward has naturally ordered me to kill you. To be used this way against the finest agents of my beloved Republic shames me. Oh, I wish I had never been activated.
Because this guy's a good guy. He is a good companion. I do like him. He's not like this R2-D2, like, you know, he actually is pretty interesting, but I will never use him because I have a Lara Dorn. It's like apples and oranges, you know? He's great, but he's there. I don't need him, though.
You never chose to be a traitor.
Whether by choice or not, I am acting as a traitor, worthy only of scorn and summary obliteration.
Enough chatter. It's time to finish this.
Lieutenant, be advised that your weapon will require several decades of sustained fire in order to penetrate my shields at their current charge. Seeing as Republic Spec Force training is the best in the galaxy, I'm confident you'll find an alternative solution for my destruction. Good luck.
He's like, good luck trying to kill me. He's being honest.
I appreciate the tip, 4X.
It is my pleasure to at least serve the Republic in this small way.
Enough! Open fire!
So I just didn't know when these would flash for me. Okay. So let me try doing this one. Lara, come over here.
Right away, sir.
Come with me. Is already disabled. Oh, I only have to do it once. Okay. Well, there you go. Few different people I've talked to in the past that really get into, you know, playing this game. Dash actually thought about it, and he actually got onto a server. He was playing it for quite a while. He hasn't made any content for it, but I keep thinking he's going to. Johnny from Channel 5 Gaming, not Channel 5, not the like huge massive one, but Johnny's a large channel of his own. But he got into it a while. We were playing together for a while, and who else? Jimbles from Middle Age Stream. He was playing there for a long. He was really loving this game, and then he just kind of like dipped out. But I'm on one of my characters. I'm still like the guild leader there. but it's funny like how many people kind of get into this game and then they kind of like drop out after a while. But I think Dash still plays. It's just I think we're all just kind of waiting for 8.0 to hit, and so we can reassess it.
Lieutenant, I'm with the SIS. What is your status? Do you require medical attention?
My medic here has me covered, thanks.
Excellent. We'll get straight to work then. We're here to clean up the mess, make sure there's nothing useful to be recovered. Nice work, by the way. Jonas is waiting for you inside the Republic Embassy, up on the promenade. He asked that you meet him there for a debriefing.
I'll head for the embassy right away.
Glad I got a chance to meet you, Lieutenant. And again, nice work. Sweepers, fan out. Standard grid formation.
So he's a Zabrak. You know, the funny thing is, I love Darth Maul. To me, he was the best thing about Episode 1. Yeah, I love Zabraks, and when I played Star Wars Galaxies, I played it as a Zabrak. My architect Taylor, he was a Zabrak. I really do like them. But episode 1 with Darth Maul, he how do I put this? He's got a lot of tattoos that are just, you know, are abnormal for Zabraks. So he's like over the top. And I always found that a bit odd because I love how he looks, but he's also supposed to be like this covert Sith. You know, nobody's supposed to know he's around, but yet he stands out. But yeah, you see how that's all these side missions that are here? We could do these, but we're not gonna. But I love how they give them all to you here at one place. So if you end up doing them all, you can always come back to this one location and just, you know, turn in all your quests. Like I said, it's just, I think it's a well-designed game. I can't say enough about it. There's a lot I can say negative about it too, but I don't really want to focus on that for now. I'm hoping 8.0 will address some of those concerns I've had over the years, because they did already in their live streams kind of talk about them. But I just don't know how far they're taking that. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
All right. Do that. I love mission. Let's see. We got any music here? What other music do we have? We do. I almost thought about firing up Dave again as a brand new playthrough. It's been forever since I played it, but we'll do this one. I know Banana knows this song. Went the wrong way. Like I thought we were going back to the casino. No. This almost has like a Mandalorian sound to it. This is not Star Wars, by the way. If you don't know what it is, you just don't know.
Which is why you shouldn't have tried to hide this from us. How can the SIS do its job if you lie to us?
You are in no position to demand anything from me, Agent Balker. I will conduct Special Forces affairs as I see fit.
Treason? Mass defection? You're covering up a threat to the entire Republic.
I'm back. The operation was a success.
Yes, the operation. That's just what we were discussing.
What were you thinking, Lieutenant? I gave you specific orders, and you ignored them.
Not everyone can deceive their allies, General. Some people actually have standards.
We have a responsibility to be honest with our fellow agencies and departments.
Your responsibility is to follow orders. This discussion is over. Lieutenant, contact me on your ship's holo when everything with M14X has been settled. Garza out.
I don't know how you work with that woman. The job got done, and it was no small feat. You've definitely earned your reward.
I just did my duty, Jonas. Nothing more.
I'm afraid modesty isn't going to get you out of this one. Republic war droid M14X is to be repaired and direct control transferred to Havoc Squad's current commanding officer immediately. Want to go meet the newest member of your squad, Lieutenant?
Absolutely, Jonas.
Come on, follow me.
All right, that should wrap things up. Activating now.
Diagnostics complete. All systems operational. Unit M14X reporting for duty.
Welcome to Havoc Squad, M14X.
Lieutenant, I'm very pleased to see you again. Your work in disabling me was incredible. Republic soldiers obviously are the best in the galaxy. It will be an honor to fight alongside such an exceptional servant of the Republic. Together we shall crush the mindless hedonist of the Sith Empire.
I'm glad to have you back on our side, 4X.
It is a pleasure to return to the service of freedom and democracy, sir.
It's been a pleasure working with you, Lieutenant. Hopefully the next time we meet will be under more honest circumstances.
See you around, Jonas.
See you around, Lieutenant.
Another planet done. So this should take us to the next act. Let's see. Use your ship's hull terminal. Let me get rid of this one. Double negative. We'll abandon that one. Oops. See what we got in this login reward. Oh, credits. Ah, shoot. So when I go to a vendor now, that'll we'll get 7,000 credits. Let's see here. Let's see if there's one just outside here before we fast travel. But yeah, I do enjoy playing this game quite a bit. It's just sometimes for streaming purposes it can be a bit slow, but I enjoy it. I mean, hopefully you guys are. And you know, there's the crowd that have already seen all this and they want to just see like PvP or other features of the game. It's a hard game to stream sometimes because, like I said, people who have played it before have seen this, so it's like, eh. And other people who haven't seen it before, they don't really know what they're seeing. But at the end of the day, if you just kind of sit back and just enjoy the Star Wars experience, it is what it is. And I will always, you know, anytime somebody has a question about this or that, I don't promise to know everything. But if anybody ever has any questions about anything, just raise them and we'll go over it. God, I love Dorn. I don't play Republic very often, but I do remember I do like Dorn. She's a trip. She's just so different. Like the other guy that we have, Jorgen, is so much of a soldier. It's like, oh, Republic first no matter what. Very different from Alara. Alara's like, no, it's not Republic first all the time. Sometimes the Republic is wrong, and we have the duty to make sure we don't do anything that's outside of policy or whatever. But she sometimes misses the forest for the trees. Whereas the other guy, Jorgen, who is our first companion, you know, he's a soldier to the bone. The problem is that he does put everything first. So he wouldn't mind killing a bunch of Imperial families if it meant a tactical advantage for the Republic. I mean, he just doesn't care. He is a problem. He's a hothead. Dorn would not do that. You got to respect her boundaries, because I think she does have the right idea. She just applies them inappropriately sometimes. And when I say inappropriately, I don't mean like she's out of line. I just think sometimes she doesn't look at the context of the situation. Whereas Jorgen does. He absolutely knows the context. He just refuses to, he ignores them completely for the purposes of, you know, it puts the Republic in a better situation and it kills some imps at the same time. He's kind of just a jerk. I don't like him. He is typical of what the problem is with the Republic Army. Yeah. No idea what I'm looking at, but something tells me it's not Baldur's Gate 2. Hey, Atticus, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Yeah, we've been doing some SWTOR. Hopefully that's what it says on my thing. I don't know. Let me double check that.
And I am not just programmed to say that.
I changed it. I'm glad you said that, because I did change it to SWTOR. Now I can change it in post, but I did change it in Twitch and it did not take. I'm glad you said that. Hold on. The dogs are going crazy, so. Oh my goodness. Glad you said that. I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, it's not like a bunch of people watch Twitch VODs, you know? But, you know, I'd rather know than not know. Okay, so they don't have anything to say just yet because we haven't advanced the story. Right. Okay, so there's nothing here. No worries, Twitch loves to not update the category. I don't know why. I mean, like I said, I did update it, but whatever, it's fine.
Ah, Lieutenant. There you are. Do I need to reiterate my disappointment in your decision to intentionally disobey orders and reveal the Spec Force defections to the SIS? Or has that been made suitably clear?
Clear, General. It won't happen again.
I'm glad to hear it. As for the mission itself, I'm satisfied. You've stopped Tavis's plans for the M14X and returned a valuable asset to Republic service. Well done.
I'm glad you approve, General.
Of course, you did almost plunge the entire galaxy into a war just to accomplish this mission. Please try to avoid that sort of thing in the future.
I'll try to be more careful from now on.
Now, I've just received some intelligence that I want Havoc to act on immediately. It's Tavis. He and a team of commandos just raided a Republic research center on Kalaran and stole a prototype cloaking device. But the prototype contains a tracking beacon. We now know the exact location of Tavis's ship. This is it, Lieutenant.
Why would Tavis go after this cloaking device?
The device renders an entire capital ship invisible, visually and to sensors. The advantage it would offer the Empire is obvious. Tavis's ship is currently sitting alone in an empty sector of space, most likely waiting to rendezvous with a larger vessel. You have to get there before that happens, Lieutenant.
This might be a stupid question, but is this an MMO? I know KOTOR, but this game is actually new to me. It is an MMO, but you can play it entirely in single player. It was like that when the game came out. That's not new. They didn't adjust it for those purposes. It is an MMO, but it's designed to play however you want to. If it's with others, you can do PvP. You can focus on operations, which is kind of like raids in Warcraft, where it's like 20 people, you know. However you want to do it. I mean, there's this whole tier system of how you want to accomplish those things. But it is, in fact, an MMO, but with so many single-player elements. Like, oh, this is entirely cinematic. And if you do this with like a friend, you do a side quest on a planet or whatever, and they pick up the same quest, you both get the conversation, and you're both in the conversation. Like you're standing next to each other. And then when you get this wheel here, you could say, understood. And then if your friend says, well, what if I don't make it? You roll for who gets to do that. And so if he wins, you might get 4 social points. And then if I lose, I don't get this to unlock as the dialogue, but I get 2 social points or something. And that actually can change, like when you're doing the flashpoints or the actual side missions. Like, let's say I'm going to kill a guy, but then you want to like spare him. Whoever rolls, that's what happens, you see. So it has elements of both. So you can have 2 identical playthroughs. Like I could finish this trooper playthrough one way, and if I do it with a friend, you may see a different outcome in certain situations because he won those roles, you see. It's awesome. Most MMOs just end up being very go off and do the story and meet me back here. Right, exactly. No, even in Warcraft, if you group up and do the same quest together, it's not like you turn it in and get different, you know, answers, right? It's still maybe the same reward, but the whole lore behind the story itself, even if it's a little mini story, is different based on who wins those roles. It's kind of cool.
I'll head there immediately.
This is Harren Tavis himself, Lieutenant. Succeed here, and everything else becomes an afterthought.
What are my orders, General? Capture or neutralize?
He could be useful to us alive, but take no chances. We cannot afford to let Tavis escape. Be sure to secure the prototype cloaking device after you've dealt with Tavis. If it fell into the Empire's hands, it could be disastrous. I'm transmitting the coordinates to you now. Effect entry to Tavis's ship, then do whatever is necessary to neutralize him and retrieve the prototype. Good hunting. Garza out.
As the Clone Wars animation series look, which is kind of like, it does, but I think originally when BioWare was putting this together, I don't think they wanted anything that was super realistic that would have caused a resource problem for people playing the game. So they took the Warcraft approach in that the assets are unique and stylized, I should say. They're very stylized. So I think they've kind of fit, because if you look at KOTOR, it's not apples and oranges with some of these assets. You know, they're very similar, although it's not a one-to-one. I mean, you could say, no, it seems a little bit more polished in KOTOR in many ways. And that's just because they're set scenes, and so they could actually, you know, create the trees a certain way and make them a little bit more detailed, even back in the day. But here you're having to place down asset after asset after asset, and, you know, it's just a resource drain if you make them too detailed. This is BioWare. They made an MMO? Yeah. This is originally it's BioWare. Now, they don't own this one anymore. They sold this one long before the BioWare sell thing. The group that has it now has maintained it, and unlike other groups that usually take over, they kind of ride a MMO into the sunset, they've continued to develop it. And in fact, 8.0 is coming out maybe at the end of this year. We don't know yet. They haven't announced. But it's supposed to be a whole revamping of how you can play the game. And I'm not going to go into too much detail about that, but there's also a new story portion here. So in this portion of the game, if we look at these eras here, hold on. No. Era right here. We're doing the Republic Trooper journey. After this, we have an interlude. Then you can do the Rise of the Hutt Cartel. It's a DLC. The Shadow of Revan, a DLC. Then there's Knights of the Fallen Empire, which is a whole big ol' ass DLC. And then we get into the War for Iokath, which kind of adds to that one. This one's not, I don't love this one. Then Onslaught and Legacy of the Sith. But all of these really from here are, from Knights of the Fallen Empire is the Eternal Empire add-on. So it's like a whole new game from this point. And it kind of carries over because that's when the slow grind was removed and everything's much faster now. And so as you level up really fast. 8.0 is supposed to be that they're going to give you the option to go back to the vanilla style. Now, there's not going to be a different game you download. It's just when you create your character, do you want it in the way it is kind of now, which I think they call it story mode. But the other one would be veteran, which is more like reminiscent of the original game and the grind. And then there's going to be a master, which is just if you just need that challenge. So are those sequential, like top to bottom? Yeah, there is a timeline for them. Now, you can do them at any time you want to, but they are locked because they are locked behind that timeline. However, when I create a character, like let's just log out real quick. This is going to take me to the main menu screen here. If I wanted to create a new character, I can do it from any location. Like let's say I want to create, Yeah. Let's say I want to create a character. I can do it from here. This Onslaught and Legacy of the Sith. That's why I said, you know, it's a new game after this point. Or you can just create from the beginning, you know, Star Wars: The Old Republic, and then work those, because you can't do the Shadow of Revan without actually completing the original story, because there's a lot of callbacks, a lot of ties to characters that you wouldn't know who they are unless you do the main campaign first. However, this one is such a different story that it doesn't really matter. So you can create a character from this point on if you wanted to. But yeah. We'll go back to our person here, because I want to talk to Alara and Jorgen. I don't like this guy at all, but he's with us, so I guess we have to continue the conversation.
Bad news, sir. I just received a dispatch from Command. It's my old sniper squad, the Deadeyes. They've been captured. Happened during a routine officer hunt. Somehow the imps got the drop on them and rounded up the entire unit. Careless.
How long have the Deadeyes been in Imperial custody?
Weeks. More than enough time to be marched in front of a firing squad. Look, something about this doesn't sit right with me. The Deadeyes' area of operation was on Nar Shaddaa. That's Hutt territory. Neutral ground. They shouldn't have had any business operating there.
You think there's more going on here?
Can't say yet. I need to know what happened to the Deadeyes. And if they're still alive. Missions on Nar Shaddaa are usually greenlit by the SIS. With your permission, I'd like to meet with them, see what they know.
Get a hold of Jonas Balker. He may be able to help us.
Your call. We'll rendezvous at the dive he hangs out in. With any luck, he'll have something for us.
And this is an example here. That conversation right there would have been weird if we referred to, like, oh yeah, we know an SIS person, Jonas Balker, I think is his last name, if we had it before we finished the Nar Shaddaa questline, because he was our contact on Nar Shaddaa. So now that we finished Nar Shaddaa, then Eric has this conversation and we're able to reply by saying, hey, look, you may want to contact somebody who's an agent with the SIS, who's kind of like the CIA of the Republic. And that's what I'm saying, is that a lot of the story ties are done intelligently. Yeah. I'm here looking while I edit. Hello, Addie. Lurk. Okay. And you can also, so you guys know, let me type in the command. I think that's, yeah. Now, lurk is a command, but if you hit unlurk, yay. See? Sorry.
Sir, I feel I owe you an apology. After we spoke with Captain Kaylor, I was unnecessarily curt with you. You've been very supportive. That hasn't always been the case with Republic personnel I've dealt with since defecting.
You love that. Hey, Sarah, and Sunday editing. Nice. Yeah, usually Sundays were my editing days. I would record on Saturday and edit on Sunday. And that's where I got to start. You know, that's actually how I ended up first watching Sarah, because that's what I was doing. I watch things kind of casually in the background. Like some people watch TV in the background while they do household chores. I would have it on streams while I record and edit. It's just something for background. And it also gives me ideas when other people are doing things, like, oh, they're doing it like this or something. But because we've had a lot of things going around in the household, I haven't had the ability to just sit down and record and edit. So that's why I've been streaming so much. So it's a little unusual for me to stream this much consistently, but it's the best I can do at the moment. So yeah, hopefully you guys don't mind that. It is preventing me from doing regular videos, but it is what it is. But the Baldur's Gate is allowing me to remember what happens in the events of Jaheira. So it's a kind of a win-win. I'm able to stream, get you guys some content, but also at the same time remember what happens in the Jaheira storyline.
I wouldn't be much of a CO if I didn't watch out for my people.
It's greatly appreciated, sir. People distrust me as soon as I speak. They only hear my accent. Even when I'm not a potential spy, I'm a resource. Endless questions about Imperial culture, personnel, military procedures. It's exhausting.
You're a good soldier, Dorn. Don't worry about what other people expect.
Thank you, sir. I really don't complain by nature. Mistrust and inconvenience are a small price to pay for a clear conscience. I don't regret defecting to the Republic at all. Despite my past, I was allowed to join the military, earn commendations and serve in the Republic's most elite squad. I'm very fortunate.
The Republic is lucky to have you.
Thank you. I'm very proud to be here.
I'm just glad to have you aboard, Dorn. Now, kiss me. Kiss me.
Sir, I wondered if I might ask a personal question about the former Havoc Squad member's defection. What was it like to have your commander and comrades join the enemy? How did you feel?
I was shocked. I never saw it coming.
Tavis and the others must have been hiding their plans very carefully. I've always wondered how my family took the news of my defection. It must have been difficult for them to understand.
What was your family like?
Austere. Proud. Warm as well, at least in private. Members of the Dawn family have served with distinction in the Imperial military for generations. It's an important family tradition. It isn't easy to reach prominence in the Empire with no aptitude for the Force, but my family did it. I hope they're all still well.
It can't be easy to fight against your family's side.
It is a consequence I accepted when I chose to defect. I don't give it a second thought.
Fully voiced MMOs are wonderful. Final Fantasy XIV had a lot of reading, which isn't awful, but there is a lot of story in the base game. Yeah. So this game, when you get deep into the DLCs around the Eternal Throne, they start throwing things. It's not right away. I mean, it happens much deeper into the game, but when you're doing the story and stuff like that, it becomes like KOTOR. You remember KOTOR had the bracketed scenes where they would talk, but then you had to like read your answer. It's just like that. So they have a lot of fully voiced NPCs that are talking to you in those scenes, but you have to read what your answer is going to be. So they changed it deep into the story. It's not right away. It won't. Several DLCs happen, and that's not like that. But it does happen. Where? Okay. Oh, he's right here. He blended into the background. I didn't notice him.
Sir, it is a tremendous pleasure to be here aboard your ship. And what a ship it is. A BT-7, if I'm not mistaken. One of the Pollard designs. A very fine vessel, appropriate for the Republic's best. We will ride this Durasteel Eagle into the heart of the Empire, and bring our fight for freedom to the door of the Emperor himself.
You'll make a great addition to Havoc.
I'm proud to know that you feel that way. I have loaded all pertinent data. Let us proceed with our noble duty.
Now I'm going to take a break here in a moment after I get done talking to him.
Allow me to reiterate my pleasure at serving in your command. Since my verbobrain was first activated, I have longed to engage the enemies of freedom directly. Under your noble leadership, I can finally fulfill the mission the Republic's peerless scientists designed me for.
I just need to go grab a quick snack, do a little bit more laundry, actually. My son, where he works, he's got some clothes he needs me to put in there for him, so I got to go do that real quick. I won't be long, though.
That's good you're so enthusiastic about our mission.
I can't take all of the credit for my enthusiasm, of course. I owe
Snack
everything
time,
to
yeah.
my primary designer, Dr. Boab Deedon.
Boab Deedon.
Thanks to Dr. Deedon, I can understand the importance of our fight, and the extent of the threats we face, and I can fight harder for it.
But I am going to put on a, I end up editing it out in post for on YouTube, but it is the history of when this game first came out, before it actually came out, because I was part of the alphas and the betas. They were releasing lore content that was about the historical archives of the history of the Republic, and you can't find them. They're hard to find now, so you can find them. But I went ahead and kind of compiled them all together, and so it's sometimes my BRB screen for this game. But I end up having to edit it out and post for YouTube because it will get demonetized, and rightfully so, because the music is it's not that it's content strike, copyright strike. It's that somebody else owns it, so you can't monetize it. All the money goes to them. And that's okay. I'm okay with that, because it's like John Williams and some other people, and I'm okay with that. But I end up editing it out, so you only get to see it live, or if you watch it on a Twitch VOD.
There's nothing better than fighting for a cause you believe in.
I couldn't agree more, sir.
Okay, so now he's done, and we're supposed to travel to Tavis's ship. No, that's Lance Hendrickson. Sorry about that. But yeah, sound a little bit like Liam Neeson, but Lance Hendrickson is pretty famous in his own right. But he's done a few things with BioWare. He was Admiral Hackett in Mass Effect. And he, what's funny, he also plays Hackett in The Quarry. He's the grandfather Hackett. And so I used to kid around saying, well, The Quarry and Mass Effect lore connection there, confirmed. Yeah. So it's just odd that he carried the same name in both games. Totally different game, of course. All right. Let me do this real quick. So we're going to go to this planet real quick, and then, well, it's not a planet, it's a ship. And so it's like a little side place we go to. And then once we do that, I don't know how long it is, but we'll see where it takes us next. But this should take us to the next chapter. You turn off the sound effects, right? Just wondering. Oh, no, I turned off the game. Sorry. Yeah, because I had the video playing. Sorry about that. Thanks for saying that, Atticus. I do stupid things like that all the time. I'm going to turn this one off just in case. Oh, Alara got in the way. All right. Let's turn this off. There we go. We're finally here. I think. There we go. And I have this, like, to get your health back, I have this feigned death. We drop loot. There we go. Okay. That's funny. Half of stream is indeed audio problems. Oh, I know. When I first started, I started for about maybe 15 seconds, realized I had no microphone. And I was like, what happened? I didn't touch anything, so what happened? So there's a thing here. Jeez, more of these things. If they didn't constantly respawn, it wouldn't be a problem. Okay. So wait a minute. Wait. Let's see what we're supposed to do. Supposed to go over here, but I have to get over there. So do I have to climb this? Is that what they're trying to tell me? Yep.
Here they come.
Oh, Alara. Alara. Stop it. You're smarter than that. Okay. There we go. There's a whole little maze here. We gotta go over there. Just like this. I just started learning about and using Twitch this week. It's pretty awesome. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's so many like little cool things you can do that are integrated. They started adding, they keep asking me and I keep saying no because honestly I'm just not that smart when it comes to some of the stuff, but they keep asking if I want to personalize my alerts and I'm like, I mean I could, but I don't want to. I want to just keep it the way it is, you know? But you can personalize your alerts, which will let you like for like subs or something. So if you don't have a bot of your own, Alara, please stay back. Please, please, please. If you don't have a bot of your own to do those things, I feel that. Dadgummit. I swear, if these bots didn't respawn, it wouldn't be a problem.
Right away, sir.
But they constantly getting on my nerves. I'm just trying to... Oh, come on. Come on. This is annoying. This is the most annoying quest, I swear. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're finally over here. But yeah, Twitch has integrated a lot of things. I've been very critical of Twitch over the years. But I think their last few things they've been doing are in the right direction. I still don't think they should be advertising as much as they are. However, I get why they do. Because they don't have nearly the resources or the ability to expand an audience like YouTube has. YouTube has, you know, billions of people they can pull from. Twitch does not have that, and it is limited based on the type of platform. Oh, are you serious? See, these things keep respawning. Like there's an infinite amount of them. All right, let's try this again. But come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, let's go. But anyway, yeah, Twitch has a limited pool of viewers, and those viewers are going to be very limited into the type of content you create. In fact, let me just dismiss her. She's causing this thing to go off constantly. So, there we go. I'm gonna feign death. Get my health back. So they have to constantly do advertising because that's really their main form of revenue. It's not subs. It's not, you know, Twitch, what is it called? Turbo. It is advertising. And so they're kind of forced to throw it down your throat. And I get that. I get why it exists. It's just that it's still a little bit excessive. Like there should be a, they try to portray it almost like, hey, you'll make more money if you do this or whatever. Like don't present it that way. Just give us less money if that's what we choose. If I want to run an ad every 3 hours, then I get almost no revenue from that. Great. But they try to present it like, oh, you're going to take all these advantages from it. I don't want that. I'd rather the viewer have a real viewer experience and not deal with ads. Just like if you're on YouTube Premium, you're not going to get any, you know, across all platforms, across all channels. So, but they're real hesitant to really promote what you call it, Twitch Turbo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. There's a storm here now, and it's destroying my internet. I have to go, but it'll be back to lurk at some point. Okay. Be safe, Captain. Yeah, I had a real bad storm come in yesterday, and I had to stop stream abruptly because I thought it might actually cause the internet to go out. So that makes sense. Jeffrey Bezos needs his pennies, leader. It's just that it's not balanced in that regard. But like I said, I've been super critical of Twitch over the years. But the last 6 months, 9 months, I think they've actually are on a better track now.
It's good to see you again, Lieutenant. It is Lieutenant now, right? You're doing so well for yourself. I'm very proud. I have to thank you for working this little meeting into your very busy schedule. It took me some trouble to arrange.
In the name of the Republic, I order you to surrender.
You know, you're so threatening over Holo that I might even consider it. Let me get back to you later. You have caused me a great deal of difficulty, Lieutenant. Some have even called you my nemesis. Was that your goal?
My goal is to bring traitors to justice.
So is mine, Lieutenant. Needles. Even Captain Andrick. What is wrong with you? They were heroes, Lieutenant.
Your squad mates betrayed the Republic, just like you.
You're a fool. In my entire career, only one other enemy has been as difficult as you. The Imperial Shadow Fist. One of the most elite commando units in all of the Sith Empire. 5 of the Emperor's deadliest agents.
Please end this before anyone else has to die.
I have only just begun, Lieutenant. Havoc Squad and the Shadow Fist fought many times. We battled to a standstill over and over again. We were the worst of enemies. But times have changed, Lieutenant. Meet my 5 newest friends.
I always enjoy meeting new people.
So do we.
You're overdue for a painful death, Lieutenant. Goodbye.
Alright, that's why we took down everything here so that we could attack these guys without having to deal with other defenses. That's 5, right? Or that was 4. Okay. Where's the other one? I hear him yelling at me. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Ah, piece of crap. Come flying at me. Shadow Fist. So the guy that he was warning me about is the guy he's sent to attack me. And stay dead. You know, I haven't looked at my combat proficiencies. I probably should. This one we don't really have a choice. This is a passive and this is a passive, but we do have the choice of not doing this one or doing one of these others instead. This says targets affected by your gravity vortex take 50% more damage from vortex bolt and 10% more from high impact bolt. Gravity vortex. What is that? I don't even have that. So we may not want that. Oh, gravity round. Okay, gravity vortex. Okay. This one's proficient gravitation reduces the activation of gravity round by 0.2. I don't care because this one's slow. Gravity round fires up to 2 additional half-strength rounds at other enemies within 5 meters. Yeah, I'll do that instead. And this gives us this one at 27. Gravity round and medical probe build a charged barrier that reduces damage by 2% per stack. Or this is a sticky grenade. Throws a sticky grenade that will detonate after several seconds. Standard and weak enemies enter a state of panic. And when the grenade is active, the explosion deals kinetic damage to up to 8 enemies when it detonates and slows their movement. I kind of like this one. I mean, then you have the advanced recon droid. Fires off probes that scan the area for stealth opponents for 15 seconds. I don't care about that, but I do see the usefulness of that if we were facing much harder enemies. I might do the sticky grenade, but I'm going to put that over here with my other grenade. Let's see. I need an enemy to practice this on. Okay. So now we go back to our ship. I don't know why this is still glowing. Reprogram. Yeah. Unnecessary. I mean, this was okay. It's just that Alara kept running into the traps and made it harder than it needed to be. But I can't be upset at Alara. I could never be mad at you, Alara. All right, let's go back.
Welcome back, Master. If you detect the aroma of Alderanian nectar, I program the air circulators to simulate it. Enjoy.
Pretty sure nobody has any conversations because we haven't advanced the issue. So let's do the holo terminal.
Lieutenant, report. Were you able to neutralize Tavis?
No Tavis, just the Shadow Fist.
Incredible. Ambushed by the Empire's best and still standing. You retrieved a military asset of incredible importance in the face of extreme danger. You did well. Our only choice now is to proceed as originally planned. Our technicians have determined your final 2 target locations, Tatooine and Alderaan. I'll give you a full briefing when you arrive at each mission zone. Move out immediately. Garza out.
It is an amazing thing to know that you are exceptional, sir. I'm sure you know the feeling, given your incredible service record. My programming, my weaponry, my armor, all state-of-the-art, and my power core, a true marvel. Other droids may look like me or have some of my capabilities, but none of them have my power core. I'm very proud to be so unique.
The differences among us are what gave the Republic its strength.
Exactly, sir. Billions of unique individuals coming together to contribute to the greater good. Oh, it's truly inspiring. I see Havoc Squad in much the same way. We are set apart from other infantry teams by one thing. You. Thanks to your wise and courageous leadership, Havoc Squad is the finest military unit in the Republic. You are what makes Havoc special.
That's very kind of you to say that, 4X.
By analyzing our unit's strengths, we can better utilize them against our depraved enemies. Let's return to the fight, sir. It's already been too long since I saw Imperial soldiers stomped into the muck where they belong.
Well, he's got more to say. Okay.
Sir, if you have a moment, I've developed an initiative to improve morale amongst our fellow soldiers. As we both know, Havoc Squad is the finest military team ever assembled. Our triumphs prove to the public that victory is near. Unfortunately, as a team, Even we can only accomplish so many victories in a given amount of time. Therefore, I would like to undertake additional assignments on my own time.
What kind of additional assignments?
I'd like to coordinate with Command and the SIS to find extra targets, Imperial personnel no one else could challenge, and neutralize them.
Are you sure these are targets you could handle on your own?
Absolutely, sir. My success is a mathematical and moral certainty. My calculations suggest the Republic's forces' morale would increase more than 18% for each impossible target I neutralize. Such incredible victories would demoralize the putrid citizens of the Empire as much as they would encourage our heroic comrades.
That's a good plan, 4X. Make it happen.
I'll inform you as soon as I locate a suitable target, sir.
All right, so let's see here. I think Dorn has more to say. So let's, of course, talk to Dorn.
If I may say so, sir, you've had quite an impressive career. You're the commander of the most elite squad in the entire Republic. You must be quite proud.
Serving in Havoc Squad has been the greatest honor of my career.
I remember when I first enlisted and qualified for medical specialization. My brother Alexei completed his technical specialization on the same day. We were both proud to finally serve in the Imperial military. My brother advanced quickly, but I became disillusioned as time went on.
Is Alexei still in the Imperial military?
As far as I know, yes. I wish he'd seen things as I did. The Imperial military was supposed to stand for honor and discipline, but my superiors discarded those concepts any time a Sith asked it. I'd always been taught that the Jedi and the Republic were genocidal hypocrites, but the only brutalities I witnessed were committed by my own comrades.
Did you try to change things, or did you defect right away?
I raised my concerns with my superiors, but they only questioned my resolve. Soon, I would have been forced to prove my loyalty by carrying out orders directly against my conscience. I chose to defect instead.
I'd say you made the right move, Dorn.
Once I'd made the decision, I slipped away during my squad's next night patrol. I was gone before anyone realized it. I surrendered to the first Republic patrol I came across and declared my intention to defect. That was over 3 years ago. It's strange to realize how long it's been. The Republic truly feels like my home now.
Alright, and so now we can either travel to Tatooine or to Alderaan. That definitely will give us a cutscene when we get there, or when we report back to the hull terminal, and I don't want to mess up anybody's storyline in their head if they're watching the video, so we'll probably call it right here, and I'm gonna probably raid Bogu, who is a real Baldur's Gate streamer, player of the game. I just simply tell the story. Those guys play the game like on an intense level, one that I cannot replicate. But it was a pleasure seeing everybody here, and I will check you guys later. But I will be on sooner than you know, doing some more Baldur's Gate. We'll be doing the story. We're still in Athkatla. We haven't left, but we're getting to a point where we can definitely expand our world and go to like the Umar Hills and things like that, and that's its own thing. But fortunately, when you do those areas, you kind of there and then you leave, so we won't be there for, you know, multiple streams. It would just be like hopefully just 1 or 2 at each location we go to. But yeah, I would check you guys later, and let me go ahead and at least turn on the raid for Bogu, and I would check y'all later. Bye bye.